Hello. In this video, we're going to run through a few test scenarios in the DistributeDJ system. We're going to run through setting up a simple performance server and look at a few simple client interfaces that we can use to control different performances. So, let's get started by starting the DistributeDJ server. There we go. Now we have a local copy of the server running on our machine. Now that that is done, we can connect to the server from our server interface here, and then connect a sample client on our left. This is a browser window about the same size that a normal mobile device screen would be. It might be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, depending on the device. Now you see, as we connected to the client on our left, we have that client's IP address as well as the port number that it's connecting to, so we get information from the client every time it connects to the server. So, looking at the client, we can, if we wanted to, right from the client, create a new performance and enter that into the database for later performance. But what we actually would like to do is join a performance, and you can see we can have a list of different performances here that might be happening at different times in different locations, and if you wanted to connect to that particular performance, then you can go ahead and do it. For now, we're going to be running through a demo. So we connect to the demo interface and switch back over here to our server software. Now, looking at the server software, we have our single client connected right now. In real-life situations, you'll have many more clients than just one connected, but for the purposes of this video, we'll just have the one. So, if we wanted to, we could send a message to the client. It's a little alert message, and you see right there a pop-up happens in our browser, our Chrome browser. Server alert, wow, isn't this alarming? Additionally, we can add interface elements directly to our DistributeDJ client interface. We can add a slider, there. We can also add a button, and we can call it whatever we want, and we can remove them as we roll. Now, you see we have the ability to push arbitrary interfaces to the client window, and additionally we can predefine sets of client interfaces. So here is a bank of buttons that I would like to push to the client. In addition to just the buttons, this particular menu is setting up a performance audio server, an audio engine that when I push these buttons, it will actually make some clicking sounds for each button. And I'll push a few of them now. This is the most basic example that we can think of. We push a button, a very small, subtle event happens. Let's look at another example. Now here is a bank of sliders, and each slider is going to affect the pitch of an oscillator, a sine tone generator. Great. Let's look at a slightly more complicated example now. So, what we're doing here is we are connecting this interface that we just pushed to the DistributeDJ client, and we are mapping these controls from the performer, the audience member, through the DistributeDJ server, and then to an audio DAW, in this case Ableton Live, running a predefined patch or performance. And what we can do is have each performer control these elements from their mobile device, directly from the audience, and as the composer, when I set up the server and the performance patch, I can determine what the audience member can control. So in this case, I'm going to just run through a few of the buttons and run through the sequence of the predefined composition here in the live patch, and you can watch them happening side by side. Great. That is the DistributeDJ system in a very small sample. There are many, many more possibilities we can do with this. Other interface elements are being developed for the client side, as well as more complex compositional elements for the server side of the situation. Thank you very much.